José de Jesús, ven para acá.
What's up, Mom?
Es que yo estoy harta de venir aquí en la casa trabajando, toda cansada, y ustedes ni siquiera me hacen algo de comer. ¿Qué quieren que yo no trago?
Lo siento, I'm sorry.
Estoy harta de trabajar como burra para que ustedes no me aprecien todo lo que hago a ustedes. Dile a tu padre que venga a hablar conmigo porque quiero hablar con ese hombre. ¿Qué tienes, mi amor? ¿Qué pasó? Dile a tu hijo, el panadero, que si de verdad me quiere, que me haga unas galletas que me gustan de azúcar. Ya sabes cuál, ¿verdad? Las que tienen el icing blanco encima. Esas me gustan a mí. Las quiero y las quiero hoy. ¿Me entiendes, viejo? Ay, vieja, no te preocupes. Yo hablo con mi hijo, no te preocupes. Yo le digo que te haga las galletas.
So we're going to start by creaming the butter along with the sugar until it's creamy and fluffy. You're going to want to go ahead and scrape the bowl about halfway through its mixing process to make sure that butter and sugar gets well creamed. This is essential to the final texture of the cookie. Now that our butter is properly creamed along with our sugar, we're going to go ahead and start scraping the sides to make sure that any last bit of butter that probably didn't get mixed through will get mixed through during this process. Right, we add our vanilla extract, we're going to mix this a little bit, and then we're going to add our eggs. Now, you want to add your eggs in one at a time. You do not want to add them all at once. Otherwise, you're going to end up with a really wet product that takes a while to mix appropriately. Right, so one egg at a time, folks. Once our eggs are thoroughly combined, we're going to go ahead and scrape the bowl again. Notice the trend, folks, always scrape the bowl when you're done mixing a particular ingredient. Right, so we're going to scrape the bowl, and now we're going to go ahead and add the thing that gives it its flavor and its fine crumb texture, and that's going to be the sour cream. The lactic acid in the sour cream will tenderize the crumb and also give you a really, really soft cookie. Now that our sour cream is properly, thoroughly combined, we're going to go ahead and scrape the sides again. Now we're going to add the dry ingredients, folks. The flour, the baking powder, the baking soda, and the salt. I want to put it all in the same bowl. Right, so make sure you get every last bit of dry ingredient, and this time we're going to fold it in by hand. You don't want to use the machine for this because it can overwork the dough, and if it overworks the dough, you end up with tough cookies. So, better yet, just do it by hand, take your time, and you end up with perfectly soft, tender cookies. Now that our flour is properly combined, we're going to go ahead and transfer the cookie dough to a bowl, and then we're going to cover it in plastic wrap, and we're going to refrigerate it for about 4 hours at least. This will strengthen your dough and make it a little firmer, and also allow that gluten to rest before you put it in the oven to bake. Once you let your dough rest, we're going to go ahead and portion it out. I like to use this purple hand disher that I used last time. We'll need to make the conchas. It's a perfect portion, perfect size. We're going to go ahead and portion out until we use up all the dough. This recipe should eat about 3 dozen. Once portioned out, we're going to go ahead and slightly flatten the tops of the cookies using our 2 wet fingers. This will ensure that the cookies spread out a good size, and also it'll make frosting a whole lot easier. Right, so we're going to bake it at 425 for 6 to 8 minutes. Meanwhile, we're going to make our frosting by combining the butter and the powdered sugar in a mixing bowl. We're going to mix this until the butter and the sugar form this crumbly, cornmeal-like texture. We're then going to go ahead and add our milk to loosen the frosting up and to give it its final creamy look. Now, if you feel that frosting is too thick, then go ahead and add more milk to it than what the recipe calls for. If you feel it's too runny, add more powdered sugar. It's very easy, folks. So right, we add our milk along with our vanilla extract and give it a good run. And this will make perfect frosting for your cookies. Make sure your cookies are properly cooled before you ice them.
Vaya, por fin que me haces algo, mijo. ¡Qué delicia, mijito lindo! ¿Lo he querido a ti? Gracias, mijo. Vieja, no manches, mira, se parecen a ti las galletas. ¿Qué me dijiste, viejo recabrón?
So there you go, guys. Mom liked cookies. See you next time on Baking Revolution. Sorry.